How are you all doing? This is Nkd Smartview. So right about today we'll be going on to a live gameplay on the Betzero system because this is almost 6 a.m. as you can see right here. So this is almost 6 a.m. and I do most of my gameplays on or before 6 a.m. in the morning. So this is right here. Now the major thing is the fact that, as I've always stated, on the MENTORSHIP system using the statistics strategy, you work with what is available, not with what you want. What do I mean? Now, there are three major gameplays which you can use strategy on statistics for, which is firstly the Betzero, the easiest to analyze and the easiest to get a gameplay. You then have your Rainbow 2 Plus and also what? The winning color. So these are three options right about here. This number one, easiest to analyze, easiest to make a gameplay, mostly always available. Following that is the Rainbow 2 Plus. This is rather medium to analyze, and a gameplay is usually present once in a while if you are using a certain type of strategy. But if you are much more flexible, you have more gameplays. Then the last is the color. This takes some time to set up and is rather, first of all, very complicated. If I would say, you need a good knowledge of the statistics to be able to use this. But this very easy, this kind of medium, and this is what harder to comprehend when it comes to statistics. And with that right about today, we'll be going on to a live gameplay on the Betzero. So this is the option we'll be taking. Now to do that, I have to go into analyze. Once I'm done with my analysis, I make my confirmation, then we can start up on the gameplay. So let's get on with that now. In the next few seconds or so, I should be done with my analysis. I'll be pausing this video to actually get to do that. Alright, I'm actually done right now. Numbers sorted out at the number 3, 31, 32, 38, and I've eliminated 3. So let's check between 31, 32, 38 what we have here on screen. So starting from here, 31, 32. So 31, 32, 38, 32, 32. Alright, 31, 32, 38, 32. So right now 31. Okay, so we have 31, 1 and 2. Why 32? 1, 2, 3. So therefore I'm actually going to be eliminating the number 32 and also 31. We're left with 3 and 38. So I have to reanalyze now to get out my numbers, because this is wrong to follow up with. Don't even try it in the first place. That is why after you get your numbers, you have to do what? A form of confirmation, and this is the phase of confirmation. So confirmation tells you that for Betzero, 32 is not good, 31 is not good. So we have 3, we have what? 38. Alright, so confirmation has been made. We have what? 3, 9, and what? 38. We start off from the next gameplay while I explain something shortly. Now, one major thing, going over to the 24 hours, as you know, the 24-hour statistics refreshes every midnight. And in that sense, now at the earlier stage of the day, like now being 6 a.m., you find out that what statistics is getting what to settle up by sometime by 11 p.m. today or 11:59 p.m. statistics will be closed for the day, and we have to refresh back to 0000. So sometime by noon you get statistics at its best. What I mean is the fact that this might actually be the highest. Now 120, later you get 125, later you get 150 and all. But let's get on now to the gameplay. 3938. So according to the 100 bros here, so according to the 100 24 hours, blue is actually the highest. So let's get on now. We have what? 3928, the first gameplay in. So we are starting from ID what? 43 right here with the numbers 3, 9, and what? 38. 3938. So we're taking, so ID 43 is actually going to be the first, and we continue from there. Let's see how far we go. As I've always stated, is the fact that the Betzero is the easiest to go, and also it has a long-term gameplay without what? Frequent analysis. What I mean is the fact that as I've chosen these 3 numbers now, 3938, I can be on a consistent gameplay not making any other analysis till this is eventually what completed. I can go 30 rounds, 40 rounds, you understand, but for the sake of the video I won't be doing such a lengthy video. You can also check out my previous videos. You will get quite some lengthy ones, as much as 30 draws and all. So we want this out once again. At the beginning of this video I stated something. I eliminated the number what 31 and what 32. So in the next 10 draws, let's see how it's going to be. The numbers actually chosen were a total of what, number 3, 31, 32, 38, which I eliminated this. During the video you saw that I eliminated this. I checked out on this, then I included what, the number 9 to complete the 1.45 odds of what, the Betzero 3 balls not to come. So that's it right now. 3938, we've won the first 2 and to continue on it. One thing I've always stated is the fact that for Nigeria is all about statistics. Learn your statistics and you have yourself what, a good gameplay. Learn your statistics and you have yourself what, a good gameplay. When you work with statistics, you are not actually working with what we call luck. You're working with information. You understand? I stated previously is the fact that on the color statistics 100 draws, we have what we call the lower band and the higher band. The lower band is between what, 12 to 16. I've only seen it go below 12 2 times. That was only to 11, not 10, not a 9. You understand? Then the higher band is between what, a 35 to what, a 42. So if you look well now, this is getting to the lower band very soon. This is getting to the higher band. There is no need for a rush. You have to confirm. If this plays out now to become 12 or 16, this goes as high as what, 40. You have yourself what, a need to make a game stake. So let's look at this. So this was completed here, another good one. So what am I trying to say? When you go over now to the 100 draws here, you check this out. This is what, getting between 12 to 16. This is getting between 35 to what, 42. If eventually this actually gets as high as, let's say, 38, 40 thereabout, this is as low as what, let's say 13, 14 thereabout. It means that in a short while there's going to be a recovery on this particular color. A color keeps on dropping and dropping and dropping until it gets to its maximum limit, which is between what, 12 to 16. Once it gets to that, it has to now start recovery. Before you know, let's say it falls as low as 12, you see 13, 14, 15. Very most assuredly a 19 should come before anything else. So we got ourselves a 3 here. It's never a problem, as you know. We always have a martingale that should stretch as much as 4 times. So do your calculations well, risk minimally, and you have yourself what, a good gameplay. The major thing is that the martingale goes as much as 4 times. First gameplay, second gameplay, third, and the maximum of what, 4. Most of the time you get to stop here. In fact, let me say you stake out 100 gameplays now, you might be getting a winner the first time up to 45 times, winner the second time, let's say up to like 10 thereabout, then this possibly 25. You understand? So it majorly does more in the case of a failure at 3 more than 2. Like you can see the number 3 once again. So we might likely be getting what, the recovery at this stage right now. So let's get on for it. One major thing about this system is your level of risk management. Very important. You cannot expect to get yourself a 10 over 10. The reason why this is happening now is simply because of what I was stating a short time ago. We are getting green in between the lower band of 12 towards 16. So green is much more like trying to occur, and it's coming out with this number of 3. You understand? That is why even with working with the Betzero, there is a level of confluence you have in the market. You understand? You know what to go against. Looking at the 24 hours, I tried my best not to go in for the blue, and the number was 32 got eliminated. Well, that was a good one. We continued on that. So you can see another green, but we got our recovery at the 3rd time. And as I've stated, for the first time you have what, like a 45, on the second time like a 10, on the 3rd time like what, a 25 out of like 100 games. You understand what I'm saying? So let's get on now. We drop this down back to its very stage. Your risk management should be very, very tight. Very important. If you have a capital of say 100,000, it's actually good. You start up your stakes with 1,000 or 500. All you need is what? Long-term and consistent profit. You don't want to flip the 100 to 200 in a single gameplay. Forget about all this ranting that is going on YouTube, where somebody will try to let you know that they are flipping 1 million to 10 million in 5 minutes. You don't need that. You just need a proper risk management. If not, the 1 million you would not see, neither would you not also see the 10 million. So you get what I'm saying. Very important you make your risk factor as tight as possible. In a very given sense, it's actually ideal that you start up with, let's say, 100,000. You go on a single gameplay, and within like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, you are done. You see a profit of, say, 20,000. You've actually done well for that session. Even if you see a profit of what, a 10,000, you've done well in that session. Your risk management is the major thing. Once you start over risking, you start playing with your psychology, and you cannot maintain yourself a good gameplay, because your sentiment at that point is going to be very crooked. So you get that. We've actually gotten to win this out once again. Go to rebet this. Now, as I was stating, we are having this still on 17, this still on 34. None of them are actually getting to move. So most likely, shortly, you might see green falling. What do I mean? 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. Why red will start appearing? And it's a good thing, because as you can see right here, we have no single red here. So the system of Nkd is majorly about analysis, confluence, confirmation. You are on screen now. You can clearly see the fact that we have a 2 green and a blue. You move over. That is without looking into the color statistics. So you understand. So look at you can see 4 red now. According to what I was saying, 4 red just came out now, and this actually won. So let's move over to the next. So 4 red came out. When you look at the 100 draws now, you can see what I'm saying. From 17 to 16 now. From 34, this is 35. Next thing you can see is a 15, 14, 13. Why this will go 36, 37, 38? Why I talked about confluence earlier on was this. As I stated, in the gameplay, you can see much of green, much of blue. I only did this using the Betzero statistics. I did not look into the winning colors or rainbow. You understand what I'm saying? But it still gave me just these colors. That is because of what I'll be stating shortly. Let this draw go by now. So we have 38, 9, 11. So we have ourselves in 9. 9 appeared right about here. We are going in now for recovery. I'll be stating something very shortly. Let's go in for this. So as I stated, I did not look into the rainbow or the color statistics to get this out, but I was giving these numbers right here, excluding 31 and 32, as I did earlier on. And when you look in clearly at this now, you go over to your 24 hours. According to 24 hours, blue is doing exceedingly well. We only picked one number from blue. Red is doing medium, green is doing the worst. So likely, the fact that green is doing the worst is the reason why also Betzero tend to give us much more on green, because that is following what the strategy is actually getting to talk about. So without confluence, we got our setting, and we have actually recovered on this. We had much of blue, but our 38 did not go by. So I've dropped this down back to the normal stake. All I have to do now is to stake it in. So we started from the ID 43. Okay, ID 43 is gone, 44 is gone. We have 45. So we have the numbers 39, 38. We won ID 43. We won 44. So let's leave that out and check out all the way from 45. So 3, 9, and a 38. So let the draw come out. According to this, we won the ID 45 here. So we won the ID 45. So we got this as a 3. So the 3, as we have seen, has occurred so much in the recent time. We had the number 3 here, had the number 3 here. The next we had was the number 9 here, which went in for a recovery. So now in the last few draws, what we've actually seen is 3, 9, and a 38. So one this out, lost, one this out, one this out, one this out, lost. Okay, sorry. One this out, lost, one this out, lost. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's quite poor if I look at it that way. We made the recovery right about here, 3938. So one major thing you should know is the fact that number 38 is doing exceedingly well. In fact, from the beginning, it did well when we chose 31, 32, and 38. So number 38 is very good to continue with. Number 3 is proving otherwise, but is not yet confirmed to be proven otherwise. While the number 9 too is actually decent, it's not actually doing that much of a damage on the system. So what we are watching out for now is this number 3 right now. This pending, this is actually good to go. So you get your own system. The system of statistics is rather very complicated, if I would say. You need to practice and keep on practicing before you go live, because one major thing about it is the fact that you need some know-how before you can then improve on it. So we want this out right now, and we go into a stake. Now we started this gameplay from ID 43, and we've played as high as ID 57. That is 14 gameplays, and I believe a total lost right now is only the ID 47 was lost, 48 was lost, 53 and 55. So 4 out of 14. That's rather poor. That's much more like 1 in every 3. That's much more like 1 in 3. That's rather poor. Sometimes you have a very good gameplay up to like 20 gameplays, you only lose the 2 or 3. So this is rather a poor gameplay, if I would say. So we want this out now. We continue on that. Let's check out the 100 draws. So this is dropping. This is rather going front and back. This is dropping. There's something that we call a flip. So you understand, if you've been following up, a flip is a period whereby one color flips another or one number flips another. So in a very good state, if this keeps on dropping, at a stage it's going to flip blue, and blue already on the 24 hours is doing excellently well. Likely blue might be the dominant color for today. What I mean is the fact that this is 6:17 a.m. here, so you can see possibly by 10 a.m. it could have been on 190. Others might be on, let's say, this 148, this 140. You get what I'm saying? I know. So we want this out. Simply go in now. So rebel. So we have actually lost a total of 4 of 16, right? So 43 to 59. 43 to 59 is what, 16. So 4 out of 16 is like winning 1 in every 4 games. One major thing is a period where you are playing actually determines. There are sometimes you come in, you understand, you get yourself a setup whereby for these entire draws you would be losing nothing, not even 1, or in a case 1, 2, 3 mostly. But in a case like this whereby you have 1 out of 4, that is 4 out of 16 is a poor gameplay. As you can see, the number 9 appeared here once again. So the major cause here is the fact that the color green is trying to dominate. It doesn't really matter if you're on the Betzero. You understand me? You are on the Betzero. Don't bother about what the color says. The only reason I'm talking about the color is the fact that the particular color that is your number falls on at a given stage determines how effective and how profitable and the winning streak you will be getting. You understand me? If your numbers fall on, let's say, 3 colors, green, green, and green, and it happens to be that is a time whereby green is occurring and occurring and occurring, you understand what I'm saying? At that period, you'll be having so much recovery, because when green occurs, it reoccurs. You understand? So likely to be touching into this your numbers. So we have the number 3 right here. We are going in for the next right about here. So the error here is the fact that the color green is trying to dominate, and if we eventually get this settled up at this stage, one thing as I've stated was the fact that green on number 3 is an error, and as of now it has been eliminated. 9 also was to be an error, as we saw 9 appear somewhere here. So you understand here, 9, here 3, here 9, and currently here what, 3. So most definitely at this point now we have to cancel 3, we have to cancel 9, and that will come after the recovery. Now in the case of canceling after the recovery, one thing you should get to know is the fact that you have to completely reanalyze. We are not going on with the same thing. So number 38 has not appeared once throughout this entire gameplay, not even once. That is a good thing. Number 38 has not appeared. 31, 32 we eliminated then. Eliminated 31, 32. We don't have a 31, we have a 32. We have a 32 here. We don't have a 31 or 32. So rather, what that actually meant that was at the beginning of this video, the numbers 31, 32 were their hot face. But if you had followed 31, 32, and 38, you would have gotten a better gameplay than picking the 3 to 9. You understand me? Because the number 31 now, as you can see right here, the number 31 is red, 32 is blue, 38 is blue. So what has been the problem all through is what? This green. You can see number 3 has appeared here once again. So that is why I told you we have to eliminate 3 and what? The number 9. That is simply because if you check now, this was what? 17 before, now is what? 20. Why this is what? Stagnant on 32. It means that we are going into a phase of recovery. And earlier on I told you about what we call a flip. So right now the flip we can see is between what? Blue and the draw. This does not really matter. The no winning color is not a color to talk about. But when you look in now, green is drawing very close to blue. Blue is rather farther from red. Green is very, very far from red. So what that actually says is that in a short while, you might start seeing this trying to what? Go above this. This is still farther. You get the whole knowledge there. So that is it right now. For now, I'll actually be stopping up on this gameplay because my selected numbers 3, 9, and what? 38. 38 was good, 9 was mid, 3 was a very bad number at this very given stage, but still ended up everything in what? In profit. And that's the main thing right about there. And this is how it is. One major thing I always state is the fact that depending on the time you come on, depending on the numbers, and depending on the color configuration at a very given stage, is what determines how profitable and the winning streak you'll be getting. There's a time you will come in, these same 3 numbers of 3, 38 and what? 9 will give you so much profit. It will be a winning streak of up to 10. So that will be it, and that's where we'll be stopping on today's gameplay. As I've always stated, statistics is very complicated. Take your time to learn about it and learn more about it, and that's all. With time you get better in it, and once you get better in it, you know what to avoid and what not to avoid. So classes on statistics is always ongoing. You learn how to actually what? Analyze what with the statistics on the Betzero, Rainbow 2 Plus, and what? Also the winning color. So as stated in the earlier phase of the video, Betzero easiest to go, winning color also. This Rainbow 2 Plus also, the winning color is what? The most complicated of it all.